Today we're talking about Vast, the Crystal Caverns by Patrick Letter Games. This is top of the list for Game of the Year, people. I know Patrick has another Kickstarter going right now to expand this game, add some extra stuff, but this is a fantastic, asymmetrical, really a game that's it's done something totally different. And man, you guys should check it out. Okay, so in Vast, you've got 5 completely different roles that you can play. You've heard of asymmetrical games where, you know, pretty much the game plays exactly the same, but everybody has a different power, right? So it plays a little bit different. Well, Vast is like 5 different games combined into a single game. So let's just walk you through this real quick. You've got the Knight. The Knight is pretty straightforward. You are going to be removing these cubes from the experience track. It's called Grit, and then you get to upgrade different areas. Pretty standard dungeon crawly awesomeness, right? Then you've got the Goblins. The Goblins are all over the place. They do all kinds. You know what? Let me explain the Cave next, because the Cave is a little bit more easy to understand. The Cave, when you enter the Cave, you've got the different tiles that do all the different things, right? And that's how the Cave expands, and that's really the player board. So the Cave has all these different abilities and different things that they can do, and they really have a lot of the most flexibility, I think. So they're going to be expanding and trying to collapse. They have their own set of objectives, which every player does. You got the Dragon. The Dragon's been asleep for 200 years and wants to eat stuff and wants to protect its gold. It's pretty standard dragon stuff, right? A lot of fun to play that. And you've got the Goblins. The Goblins in there, they have a couple little tribes and different warriors and different cards, and they're going to go about doing different things. And then the one, I haven't actually played the Thief yet, but I've read up on him. The Thief is pretty cool. The Thief does it going around, is pickpocketing, looting, climbing, stealing things, and tries to get stuff and get out of the cave. So each role has a completely different set of circumstances. And it takes, you know, Patrick, they gave us a sheet for each player or each board. Very, very helpful. I will say the first time you play it, you may not get it. It takes a little bit of playing it maybe a couple times to really kind of get a flow, because if the first time you play the Dragon, it plays, like I said, completely different than the rest of the roles. So the next time you play the Goblins, it plays totally different. So it's almost like you're playing a different game. Okay, so here's the thing. Patrick really did something that hasn't been done before. And that's to be commended, because how often do we just see a rehash in an adjusting of mechanics, right? I'm going to tweak this, and it's a different game. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I like when we make games better games, but this is a brand new type of game. This sets a whole new, it gave me, when I played this as someone who likes to try to design games and play around with that, it gave me like 1,000 different ideas, and that is phenomenal. So, just so you know, he has a second printing Kickstarter going right now, where instead of having the standees for your players, you will have, they're minis. He has some sweet minis set up, and there's 2 more roles. There's the Ghost and the Ghoul, and they're going to play completely different. And after I read up on the Kickstarter page, I was really excited. They sound like a lot of fun. Add a lot of flexibility to the game. He's also made a few other minor tweaks and a couple other upgrades. If you've already bought the game like I did, like at Gen Con, then there's an upgrade pack that you can do. So Patrick has worked his tail off for this. The game's gorgeous. I know he has some other Vast lines, different games that are going to be coming out in the future. So I'm really excited. This game, I know I'm not really showing you a whole lot about the game, but literally to show you the game would be a 10-hour video. It would just be crazy. So check it out. This is Vast, the Crystal Caverns by Patrick Letter and David Somerville. Peace, guys. Let me hit the finish button.